Dark Souls 2 came out originally back in 2014 for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and later on in the next year with Scholar of the First Sin in 2015, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Now, for Dark Souls 2, a lot of fans in the Dark Souls community and in the Soulsborne community in general consider Dark Souls 2 to be the worst Dark Souls game out of the 3 Dark Souls games. As a matter of fact, it's almost considered as one of the worst Soulsborne games out of all of them. With that being said, though, a lot of people consider Scholar of the First Sin worse than Dark Souls 2, and there's probably some people in the community that consider Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin better than original Dark Souls 2, which I have heard that opinion by a couple of different people. But with that all being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the worst Dark Souls game within the Dark Souls trilogy. If you guys agree with this, let me know down in the comment section below how you guys feel about Dark Souls 2. If you've played it before, I have 100%ed it, got all the achievements inside of the game, so I put a lot of hours into this game, and I wouldn't say it's the worst, but comparatively to 1 and 3, it is the much less fleshed out, much less, just impactful of the 3 games. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin and see if this game still holds up after all these years, and if this is truly the worst Dark Souls game ever. Alright, so like I said inside of the intro, here we are inside of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. This, like I also said, is considered the worst Dark Souls game ever made, and we're going to journey back into it just to show you guys exactly what I mean by this is considered the worst Dark Souls game ever, especially Scholar of the First Sin, which for From Software is considered basically the epitome of the Ultimate Edition for Dark Souls. It's the ultimate way to play it. In my opinion, though, the original is 10 times better. Got it on PC, and there's not as many enemies. They added a lot of enemies. They changed the aggro up in Scholar of the First Sin. It's just 10 times harder than original Dark Souls 2 was, or will ever be in its original vanilla edition.
It's an undead.
So we're just going to go ahead and skip this. Recall my name. We're going to call him Nostalgic. Are you sure that's my name? Yes.
At least you know your own name.
And now, we're going to go ahead and pick, let's see. Only one of them has good adaptability, which is, of course, the Cleric. Or the Bandit has good adaptability as well. Now, his strength isn't the greatest. Of course, the strength is going to be better for warrior or a knight. We might go knight and just increase adaptability later. But adaptability also in this game. It's the only Dark Souls game where adaptability is like a big thing that you need to basically upgrade. This is not like a stat that you can't upgrade. This is a stat that needs to be upgraded, which is one of like the worst parts of Dark Souls 2, in my opinion, is the adaptability one. So we're going to go ahead and use the life ring. And we're not really going to customize much more because we're only going to be here for a little bit. Of course, this is just for nostalgic purposes. So we don't have to really customize our character way too much.
All people.
Skip the old hags inside of this building. And now we can begin our journey through Dranalik. And we're gonna do a couple of areas, hopefully, depending on how fast we can get through. Like I said, this is Scholar, so it is a lot harder. 10 times more enemies than you would ever think inside of the game. So, and we got ourselves here our first bonfire. Break this and grab those. And we don't have an Estus flask yet. We don't get the Estus until we talk to the Firekeeper all the way at Majula. So that's exactly where we're going to go ahead and head to as fast as we possibly can. Because it's basically just a straight shot from here. You could like stay inside of this area and fight some enemies off. But we're not even going to worry about that. We're just going to go ahead and directly begin our full-on journey from Majula into the other areas. We're going to go to Hyde's Tower first. Which I know a lot of people are probably like, why would you go there when you can go to Forest of the Lost Giants? But if we go to Hyde's Tower, we kill the Dragon Rider right away. We can go ahead and get a lot of souls from just that. Head back here and actually get the door over there open to go towards the, not Shaded Ruins. I can't remember what I'm thinking of, but the area over there. And let's light our second bonfire here in Majula. And speak with the Firekeeper. She'll go ahead and give us our Estus flask. And let's go ahead and whip that. Boom.
There's one.
Alright, so we can't upgrade actually from her yet. But that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and come over here actually and loot some of Majula. Which is going to be in here. There's gonna be a life gem. Oh, a life gem. And we're gonna go ahead and head over. Move out of the way, Barrel. Jesus. We're gonna hit this off and get our Estus shard. This way we can have at least another heal. And now we're just gonna go ahead and sit down at the bonfire, and then the Firekeeper will actually move over here to the bonfire. We can begin to level up and do other things with her.
Is that a shard? Here to see luck. However.
Alright, there we go. 2 Estus flasks. Now, if we go into our inventory real fast, use this, and have the 200 souls, we're going to go ahead and level up. Oh, we can't. We don't even have enough for leveling up. Never mind. Alright. Let's go to Hyde's Tower first and get the Dragon Rider dead. Once we kill the Dragon Rider and we get all those souls and we come back, we can level up quite a lot. This way, going through the Forest of the Lost Giants isn't as difficult. And we can go ahead and kill the Lost Giant, or the Last Giant. Giant Lord. Whatever his name is. And we can go ahead and probably kill the Pursuer as well, depending on how long it takes us to actually get completely through all of this. Like I said, the main thing right now is to showcase a couple of different areas, which is specifically Hyde's Tower and Forest of the Lost Giants. If not, we could show off a little bit of the Lost Bastille, depending on how long it takes, like I said. So, It's not like there's an item up there. This is literally a broken sword. Broken thief sword. Which I don't know why they show us it. Or why they give us a broken sword. And here we are, Hyde's Tower. And that guy's just kind of sitting there, done with life. He's done with Hyde's Tower. And we're just going to run over here, grab our next bonfire in case we do end up dying. Just run past him and not even worry about that dude. Now, these big guys are very slow moving, so getting past them isn't hard. We just have to worry about if we don't get past them. And they actually do end up hitting us, because without any adaptability, or at least a higher adaptability stat, them hitting us, there's no guarantee we're going to dodge their attacks when they actually go to hit us. So even if we roll, there's no chance that they're not going to hit us. Now with this, we also have that guy we could summon, but we don't have to worry about that. Like I said. Now the big thing for this guy is this. Oh, well, I messed it up. But we know how to, like, I know how to regularly fight him for the most part. It's watching getting knocked off. That has happened to me on bear. I definitely went to hit my Estus. But that's okay. Come on. Dodge. Ow. Oh. Oh. Okay. We're good. Go ahead. Hit. I died. I went to roll. I thought that the platform over there to my left was behind me. I was gonna walk back there and then go ahead and use the Estus, and I messed it up completely. That's okay though. So originally, what I was trying to do was to get that guy to hit us and fall directly off the edge. I did it a little too early though, which kind of messed up the strategy a little bit, and we would have had to actually regularly fight him as we were. The only issue was that I forgot that healing is really slow in this game. And you cannot move in this game whatsoever while you're healing. That's like one of the big things as well that they did not add to, no, did you move in Dark Souls 1? I can't remember when you were healing. Go to our Estus Flask. Let him get a little bit closer. He did not fall off. He did not fall off. He fell off. I almost fell off. We're fine. So that was originally the cheese I was trying to do, actually. As a matter of fact, at the very beginning. But we did it. So now we're just going to go ahead. Like this bonfire, we can go to the Lost Bastille from there. Or down to No Man's Wharf and then to the Lost Bastille if we go down that way. Instead, we're going to go ahead and talk to her. There's nothing for us to really buy. This just increases faith and all that. But if you keep talking to her, she'll eventually tell you that she'll head back to Majula. I think I have exhausted her dialogue. So now we're going to rest here, and we're going to head back to Majula. We're going to go ahead and level up, probably adaptability, some strength, and some vitality or vigor. I can't remember what it's called in this game. So we have vigor is 12, and vitality also does health, but it also does equip load in this game. And oh wait, our adaptability actually is 9. We'll get you to 12. We'll put up strength to 14. We'll put up vigor to 14. 16. So that's pretty good choices right there. Now we're going to go ahead and actually head here. We're going to use the other souls real fast because we might be able to go ahead and get a another couple of levels. Dragon Rider Soul. Human FG.
There.
So let's see. We hit Vigor to 18. Strength to 16. And now we're pretty good for early game, I think. So now we're going to head down here into the Forest of the Lost Giants. Pretty simple area for the most part. It's a lot of running and going past. Do not hit this chest here. Because this chest, watch, is a mimic. So we're not even going to worry about that. But for all the new players out there, people who haven't played Dark Souls 2 and are thinking of it or watching this episode, touch that chest, you're dead automatically. Especially with the hitboxes in Dark Souls 2, they're almost physically impossible for you to actually be able to avoid the stupid mimics in this game. Like, even if you're standing behind them, that thing will just grab you and eat you. It's horrible. So, drop down here. Open up this chest, and I think it's a human FG. Yep. Head back up here, and then we're just going to have to come around for that item down there. But I don't even think we're going to do that, because you have that big, giant, hippopotamus-looking creature thingy. But now we begin to fight the regular enemies. Oh, what'd you give me? Some boots. Go ahead and grab this bonfire. Now we can begin to ascend this castle up here inside of the forest. What the hell are you gonna come down? Oh! What the hell are you doing? Got him. Alright. I think that's all the enemies. I don't want to get, like, attacked in the middle of me trying to climb up in a ladder over here. Or even when after I climb up the ladder, that he just comes from behind and kills me. Green Blossom. Now, a lot of these enemies will actually start waking up and attack you. Like, I think this one does as well. That one does, I know. That one here does. Yep, and then this one. Now 2 of these guys are up. Well, we got them both. Let's go ahead and heal, actually. Get ourselves a life gem. Oh, we got one right back. Oh, fire bombs. Oh, oh. Human F. Oh, watch out for that firebomb. This one will. This one will. This one will. And I think that's all that we really need to kill up here, unless we are going up top. But we're just going to continue onward towards the building. Now, there's a guy right there behind that corner. There's also a couple of guys when you drop down into here, like that guy. And then there's one over here in the corner. So, automatically. And then this third one will drop down. But we're fine. And we're going to go ahead and use another life gem. And then, like I said, there's that guy right there. I'm just going to try to backstab him. Nope, that did not work. That's fine. Now we start fighting the actual Hollow Knights. Need to get our stamina back. Okay. Now the Hollow Soldiers are a little bit more devastating. We're going to run into them way more now once we get inside of here. There's going to be one there. One up there shooting its bow at us. We're going to go ahead and handle those guys. Like I said, there's going to be this guy right here. Throwing fire bombs. We managed to get him, though. And then there's also going to be the one shooting the arrow there. But we're not even going to really worry about that guy. He's going to go ahead and climb up the ladder. He can't hit us once we get around in this wall. So we're fine here. But there's also going to be this guy who comes out of the corner, ready to attack. And when I first played this game, back when it first came out, like 2015, I think it was for the Xbox One. When it first came out, they completely destroyed me. That guy just kept killing me, and I could not figure out like how to like get the jump on him. Of course, after 100%ing and getting all the achievements in this game, I've put a lot of hours into this game and know a lot more about what to do now. Now, the Woodcutter's Axe, great weapon. Absolutely phenomenal weapon. So as soon as you get here, if you guys are watching this and have not played this game, get the Woodcutter's Axe. 100% get the Woodcutter's Axe. Then you have a whole bunch of this stuff here. We're actually going to go ahead and buy this, which is the guy, the blacksmith back in Majula's shack cabin key. So you're going to want to definitely, like I said, if you guys are just now playing this game, you're going to want to buy that so that he can actually upgrade weapons and repair weapons for you, all that good stuff back at Majula. And if you exhaust her dialogue, she'll actually move back to Majula as well. And now we have the Woodcutter's Axe. So let us continue through the Forest of the Lost Giants, or through the building in the Forest of the Lost Giants. So once you get down here, there's going to be this guy that you're going to want to kill because he will wake up. And then this guy will come running across the bridge. Go ahead and kill him. We're going to run across here. Grab this. And then there's going to be this guy right here waking up. Go ahead and grab or kill him. There is also a mechanic in this game where if you knock on doors, like where enemies are behind, they'll actually come and open up the door. I don't know if there's enemies behind this actually. I'm going to assume that there's no enemies behind that. As a matter of fact, there is no enemies behind that. And there's none behind here, of course. But basically, if you knock on certain doors, enemies will come and open them. It's kind of strange, but it's really cool. And I have no clue where this door leads to. Kill him before he jumps up when we're trying to get through this fog gate. And now we're getting to the more difficult kind of area, which is up here, where this guy, in the original Dark Souls 2, this man does not exist here. At all. In Scholar of the First Sin, this man exists and will completely destroy you every single time. He destroyed me. I got stuck on this area for the longest amount of time because of him and the multitude of enemies that come after this guy. And as a new player, Dark Souls 2 back in 2015 was my first Dark Souls game I'd ever played. And I thought it was a cool game. Playing Scholar of the First Sin completely destroyed that for years until I came back to the Dark Souls trilogy. So, if you're playing Dark Souls Scholar of the First Sin for the first time, like I said, heed some of these warnings that I'm saying. But, let us go fight Turtle Man. And basically, like, the big way to fight this guy is that. Unless you run out of stamina like I just did. Or he almost murders you. But he kills himself, so I think that was a perfect trade-off. We're gonna go ahead and hit this. Okay, well that wasn't really a perfect trade-off, but whatever. And for these guys, the multitude of enemies, like I said, we're just gonna run past all of these guys. Climb down the ladder. Not going there, because that will lead to nothing but death. We are gonna talk to this guy, though.
Well, I still have.
And we're gonna head this way. No, wait. Not this way. We're gonna head this way. But first... Green Blossom. I actually don't know what Green Blossoms do. But... apparently they're good and useful to have. So now these guys will also throw fireballs. Example 1. So you definitely want to, like, basically bait them out of throwing a fireball. Because once they throw a fireball, they'll blow up all of that, kill those enemies, and you're perfectly good to walk into this room. Now this is where things get a little bit more challenging inside of the Forest of the Lost Giants. And so you got that guy. We're going to watch out for this one. Now, 1,000,000 enemies will attack you here. When you go up this sword... I forgot about this guy. I forgot about this guy. I forgot about this guy. You know what? We'll come back. We'll come back. Let's go ahead and get the shortcut open, so we don't have to completely run around. See, look. The aggro distance, too, in this game is unbelievable. This man is still following us. Oh, thank God for the iframes. Look at that. Look at that. He still is trying to follow us. Wait, can we just kill him here? Actually, I think we figured out a great way of killing this guy. Ow. That was actually perfect. That was perfect. I could not have planned that any better. Okay. I didn't even plan that, but you know what I mean. Like, I could not have planned that to be any more perfect. So, like I said, you go up this sword. There is a guy right up there. There's also going to be a guy directly above us. with like 20 other people that drop down, I think from up here. They drop down from somewhere to attack you as well, and it just becomes a complete mess of fighting all these enemies. So basically, what you're going to want to do, all three of them are there, is basically bait that guy, or these guys. So boom. Boom. Bait them like that. And then I think that's all of them. It's all the enemies I think that will drop from there. Go ahead and grab the halberd and the soul of a nameless soldier. And no enemies will attack you after that. You are like basically perfectly good. 4 enemies drop from that room though and completely like block you on that bridge to where it's like physically impossible to fight anyone. And you'll get knocked off the bridge every time. Like it's almost like the worst thing imaginable. Like I said, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, hardest Dark Souls game ever made. Dark Souls 2 original, very easy. If you have the money, get Dark Souls 2 original on PC, play that one first, and then play Scholar. In my opinion. You guys could do Scholar, of course, if you're on console only or whatever, but if you have the means to play it on PC, play Dark Souls 2 original. Because I started it, and it seems way, way, way easier than Scholar of the First Sin. So let's go ahead and open up the blacksmith area, or the blacksmith shop for him. We're going to go ahead and try to level up at least 1 or 2 more stats. So we're going to level up our strength a little bit. We're going to head back here to Cardinal Tower. And now we're going to go fight our first mainline boss, essentially. Or at least first story boss. Which is going to be the Lost Giant. Oh, Fallen Giants. Forest of the Fallen Giants, not Lost Giants. I don't know why I keep saying Lost Giants. Out of our way, kind sir. And we're going to head right down here. Now we just gotta wait for the elevator to come all the way to the bottom. And right there's going to be an enemy right next to the boss room. So make sure you guys are aware of this guy. Can you, like, knock on this door? Looks like there's an enemy in there. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. There's going to be this summon sign here. Sellsword, Luet, which will help you amazingly in a lot of Dark Souls 2 boss fights. The only issue with the summoning in this game is if you summon, the boss has more health, does more damage, and just makes the boss fights typically harder than if you just went in completely solo. So keep that in mind if you do end up, you know, using any summons. Now we have to fight the last giant, which is just pretty easy. It's just attacking his ankles. And trying to stick as close to his ankles as you can. Because he'll stomp with both legs. That's why you gotta stay as close to them as possible. And as aware as what he's doing as possible. Okay. Now this boss is also very easy as well, of course. I mean, it is just the first boss, main boss of the game. We fought the Dragon Rider, of course, for us as the first boss, but originally you would not fight him until later. At least your second boss, if not third. Ow. Oh, he stomped on me. Let's heal up. And we got him. Last giant has fallen. And we got the soldier key, which will lead us up to the next floor we have to go to, which is going to be where the pursuer boss fight is. Which, we have time, and we might be able to actually go ahead and do it. First, of course. That's still locked. I don't remember how to get in there. But, first, we're going to head back to Majula. Level up slightly. When we're done leveling up slightly, we're also going to try to level up the axe at least once or twice. Fight the pursuer. And what the hell is happening with that guy? Okay, so let's climb back up this ladder, head back to Majula real fast. Do I have any souls? Soul of the Last Giant, of course. We have that one, and then we also have that one. Alright, so level up. We'll get some health. Get our strength up to 20. We'll put our adaptability to 13. We now have 2,000 souls, almost 3,000 souls still left. We're going to go ahead and head over here to this guy. And we're going to reinforce. We don't have any Titanite shards. Well, that's an issue. Do you sell Titanite shards? You do. We could buy one. Can we buy two? And still be able to level up? 1,600. We'll see. We'll see. We cannot. We need 390 souls. Alright, that's fine. We got him. We got ourselves leveled up at least once. Head back to Cardinal Tower. And we're going to head over to the Pursuer and fight him. So we'll come here. We'll head down this ladder. We'll head back this way. And now we have to head back into that room where the giant sword was, where the two guys were at the archways right here. Let's try to avoid them as much as we can. Go ahead and get that door open. Whoa. Run up, because there is a multitude of enemies in this area as well. Oh my god, that guy was ready. We need to get through here. We made it through. Now there is a way to cheese this boss as well. The easy way is you lead him here. You basically lead him for an attack. You come running over here to this, and you just fire him. We missed, so he's going to destroy that one. What we want him to do is not destroy that one, but we want to lead him basically like here. And shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. One more time. And we got him. And that is how you cheese the Pursuer as well. We also have another ring now, actually. Whoa, 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 whoa. The aggro also holds on even after boss fights for some reason in this game as well. Which is even more annoying. That guy fell off. I missed completely. We're going to grab this because this armor is amazing. It's the armor I used in my Dark Souls 2 playthroughs. Heal up. Wait for him, wait for him. Got him. See, how is that guy even aggroed on us? Like, the aggro in this game is almost, like, insanely unbalanced. Alright, okay, so what we're gonna do is I at least want to show you guys the Lost Bastille and that cutscene before we end today's Nostalgic Nonsense episode. So we're gonna have to run all the way back up here and hope those enemies did not head back to their original spots. They did. Okay, so we're just gonna run through where the Pursuer boss fight happened. We're gonna look over there on that stairs right there. We're gonna head up these stairs, and right at the end of these stairs is going to be this, like, crow's nest thing. And then the bird will come, that dropped off the Pursuer, will come pick you up and bring you to the Lost Bastille. Now, technically, there's two ways that you can get to the Lost Bastille. One is fighting the Pursuer in the Forest of the Fallen Giants, right up there, as I just showed you guys. And the second one is going through Hyde's Tower, going to No Man's Wharf, and from No Man's Wharf, going through the boat after fighting the Flexible Sentry, and you'll be in the Lost Bastille in two different areas. This one is probably the better spawn, the better way of getting into the Lost Bastille. Whereas for the other way, going through the boat and all that, is I'm not a fan of that way as much as I am of this way. And I think that this is the much preferred area. It's a lot easier to get through the Lost Bastille from this area as well, and just makes things a lot easier. So, we're going to head back to Majula real fast. We're going to go ahead, use the Pursuer Soul, and we're going to do a little bit of, so the Ring of Blades increases physical attack, very helpful, and we got the Life Ring as our gift when we started the game, which increases our maximum HP. But Drangleic Mail, Drangleic Gauntlets, and Drangleic Leggings, which is amazing, and you can still fast roll for the most part. Look at that. And this is basically my build for what I played Dark Souls 2 every time with. Did really good playing throughout it the entire time. First, we're going to go ahead and increases. And we had a fully increased axe. We also had fully increased Drenlick mail for my playthrough when I 100%ed it. So, with that all being said, if you guys are looking to play Scholar of the First Sin or Dark Souls 2, I believe that this is probably the best way to go. I wouldn't say use the same armor as me, use the same weapon as me. If you want to, definitely try it out, see if you guys like that build for yourself. It's in the night build with the life ring as your gift, and then as you guys saw as we played through it, what I did, you guys can do that as well. Tell me what you think of that build if you guys do decide to try it out, and let me know what you guys think of it. This is what I played all of Scholar of the First Sin with, so it's very important and precious to me. With that being said, though, we're going to go ahead and just level up random perks. I mean, this is the end of the episode, but we might as well do something. So, boom, and we'll do one more intro. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys think Dark Souls 2 is the worst Dark Souls game, if you think it's not as bad as people say it is, or if you think that, like I said, Dark Souls 2 original on PC, or just original in general, is way better than the Scholar of the First Sin edition, or vice versa. If you guys think Scholar is way better than the original Dark Souls 2 edition, let me know down in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. More nostalgic nonsense is coming out very, very, very soon. They come out every Thursday of every week, so definitely be sure to check back in for our next nostalgic nonsense video. And we are going to be doing a full Dark Souls trilogy playthrough from 1 all the way to 3 on the channel, because we did do a poll and some people did say that they did want to see a full, complete trilogy playthrough of these games. So, without further ado, goodbye, and remember to stay timeless.